user experience design. Information architecture is the process in which you decide what data and functionality needs to be presented within your app and how the data and functionality is organized. Typically, we begin this process by writing down a list of features we want the app to perform and list of what needs to be displayed somewhere in the app. These are basic building blocks with which we build the wireframes, and the tools that we would subscribe to would be whiteboards and plain old pencil and paper. All right, now let's dive in to wireframes, because next what we're going to do is we begin creating screens and assigning each functions and data. It is okay if something's live in multiple places, but you need to make sure each item has a home. This process often takes place on whiteboards and paper initially. You want to make changes here rather than later in the process because it is much cheaper to erase some marks than to rewrite code. Once you have several screens drawn up, begin considering your app's workflows. And the tools that we would recommend would be whiteboards, pencil and paper, and Sketch. Next up, defining workflows. So what is a workflow exactly? Workflows are pathways users can travel within your app. Consider each of the things you want your users to be able to do and see how many clicks are needed to complete that action. Make sure each click is intuitive. If something takes a few clicks to accomplish, that might be fine, but it should not take a few clicks to perform common tasks. As you find problems with your workflow, update your wireframes and try again. Remember to run through all of your features in each iteration just to make sure you did not increase the difficulty of one action in the attempt to improve another. Tools that we would recommend would be whiteboards, pencil and paper, and InVision. Next up is click-through models. Click-through models help you test your wireframes and workflows. They are basically a way to experience your wireframes on a phone for a more realistic testing. Although the app has no functionality at this point, they can click on each page in the app and they can begin testing the app's navigation. As you find issues in this step, make changes with your wireframes and iterate until you are satisfied. The tool that you can use in this stage would be InVision. Next up